Alright guys, here we are, day in the hills again. I haven't been finding much. I've been digging, swinging for a while. I ain't dug anything but trash. But this little thing I wanted to do today, I brought my Liberator with me and my Bounty Hunter quick draw too. And I'm going to do a little comparison and grid out a piece of real estate here and go over it with one detector and then go back over with the other detector just to see what kind of results I get. Again, this is my Liberator with the 11-inch double D coil. This is the quick draw, Bounty Hunter quick draw 2 with the concentric. I think it's 9-inch. But I'm going to do a comparison, see which one, what picks up what, and if they both pick up the same targets. I know from using already that the Liberator will go deeper, but I found with using the concentric coil that sometimes it picks up things that the double D doesn't. I don't know how to explain that, but that's just my experience so far. So I'm going to take some time right now and plot me out a piece of land, go over with one detector, and then go over with the other, and we'll see what the results are. And when I get finished, I'll get back with you guys. Thanks for coming, guys. Alright guys, just to show you all how I done this. This tree, with my hand on it here, down to that small tree right there. And then I went from that tree down to that bigger one, across this way to that one, and then back up to this one. So it's a square grid. I already went over it first. I went over it first with the Liberator, running in the two-tone mode like I always do. Let me see where my sensitivity's at, so we can be accurate here. Let's see here. These are my settings. I got it in the two-tone mode. My sensitivity was on 9. So we'll set the Bounty Hunter up to be fairly close, if not the same. Let's grab it. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Bounty Hunter. It's been out for a while, but still a good detector. Right, here's the face of the Bounty Hunter, guys. Hold on, sorry. Here's the face of the Bounty Hunter. It's pretty simple. Turn it on. And this is your sensitivity here. So we'll turn it almost all the way up, just like the Liberator was. Up here gives you a description of your targets. Down here is the depth. You got disc, notch, and auto notch. Over here is your discrimination. I'll leave it all the way open because that's the way I run my Liberator. The only difference is the Liberator has a V-brake, this doesn't. So the only thing I found with the Liberator was one target in the 50s, which was dry. I marked it right there with that piece of a Sprite bottle. Out of this whole grid, everything else came up with an iron signal. That's the only non-ferrous signal that I got. So I'm gonna start this, guys, and when I get finished with this test, I'll get back with you. Okay guys, I just want to show you, I went over this area with the Bounty Hunter, same area, and still the only non-ferrous target I picked up was the same one. I want to show you the tone. Clear tone. The Bounty Hunter, I think, is a 4-tone machine, but it's clearly hitting that target. Now I'll show you with the Liberator. I'll turn the Liberator on, and again, I'm only on 2-tone. Showing up in the 50s. So if the results mean anything, I mean, it was a pretty simple test. I'd like to do some depth tests on these, but they both picked up the same target. The rest of the signals I got were iron signals from both machines in the same area. So I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna pick me out. All right, guys. I thought we'd find out what this target was together, since both detectors picked it up. I don't know exactly how deep it is. I'm gonna try to see if I can hit it with the pinpointer first. So it's not the surface. You know that. Lots of rocks in here, guys. Lots of rocks. Everywhere I go up here. Rocky, rocky. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this with one hand. You see why? Another big rock. Let's see now. Something right here. There's something right there. And I know what it is. No, it's not a pirate hook, guys. As much as that would be super cool, that's not what it is. That is a piece that goes on a electrical wire. There's pieces of it laying everywhere up here. But I will keep this one because it has that hook on it. I think that's really cool. It does look like a pirate hook though, don't it? Arrgh. Alright, guys. Let's see what else we can get. Stay with us. Alright, guys. I went through another grid here. Found 3 targets. 3 non-ferrous targets. The Liberator picked them all up. The Bounty Hunter's having trouble with this one. Every now and then, it'll pick it up. You'll hear the tone. See, that's an iron tone. Hear it? There it was. Every now and then, it'll pick it up. And then there's 2 others I marked right here. Clear signal on that one. And a clear signal on this one I marked with the stick. Now I'll show you the way the Liberator reacted to those targets. It'll only pick it up right here in this orientation. And it's sketchy at best. These other targets picks up clearly. So, what are we finding here, guys? The Liberator is a $300 detector. Okay, there's a reason why I done this. The Bounty Hunter, I checked online, it's still going for $250. So it's a reputable detector. I mean, it finds things. What I'm trying to get across, guys, is these detectors, sure, the Liberator's got more bells and whistles. It looks prettier, super light, it's attractive. Bounty Hunter, not so much. It's bulky. The head's bulky. It doesn't have a nut on the upper arm. It's just got the click button. It's not as pretty, I guess you could say, but it still gets the job done. It still finds targets. What I'm trying to say is to all you beginners out there, because when you turn on YouTube and you search metal detecting, let's get down to the brass taxes, guys. You see Equinox, AT Max, whatever, T2, all kinds of high dollar. I mean, these are $8,000-9,000 detectors, and sure, they're great, and I'm not knocking anybody that has one, but for the beginner and for people like me on a budget, you can't just go out and buy one of those. I mean, for Pete's sake, I won the Liberator in a giveaway that Darnell Williams had. Hello World Darnell, you know, I won that, and this one was gave to me by a lady I go to church with. The only one I've actually purchased is my Garrett Ace 200, and it's what, $160 detector. But I found great artifacts and coins. I found all kinds of stuff with that, you know, that mid or beginner detector. I mean, let's face the facts. I do have the Garrett AT Pro pinpointer. I mean, that's is a very reputable pinpointer. I mean, it does the job. There's some out there that's better, that has wireless. Garrett's got the AT, the Pinpointer Max, Pinpointer AT, that's waterproof, that's wireless, got the Z-Link, and then Technetics has their pinpointer, which I have become a great fan of the Technetics product. I really like the way it works, and even the Bounty Hunter, you know, Texas Instruments, these are American-made products, and so is Garrett, and I really enjoy the way they work. But the reason I made this video was to show a comparison that you don't have to have the greatest. It's like I heard Darnell say one time, it's not the detector you're using, it's the spot you're in, it's the area, it's the research, it's the history in the area. Because if there's no targets there, guys, if you go in a dead space, you can take whatever detector you want, the Equinox, the AT Max, whatever you want to take, the T2 and the Deus. You're not going to find anything if there's nothing in the ground. I mean, it's just as simple as that. So like I told one of my subscribers last week, you know, he said, "You're a script magnet." I said, "No, it's being at the right place at the right time, swinging over the right area at the right time." That's what it's all about, guys. I mean, sure, I like the Liberator. It's great. It's pretty. It's easy to use. It's got all kinds of bells and whistles in it, and there's some with a whole lot more. But I'm trying to say, and I'm not knocking people that have these detectors, guys. That's not what I'm doing. I'm not bashing anybody. I'm just trying to tell the beginner that you don't have to have that to start this hobby, because these other detectors are plenty capable of finding targets in the ground. And then as you progress, if you want to buy something better, spend your money, buy it. It's your money, not mine. But anyway, guys, I just want to share that test with you. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to keep swinging here. If I find anything, I'll add it onto this, and I'll quit rambling. Hey guys, I just found this right here in this pile of rocks. If anybody might have a clue what that is, you can tell me. It's really heavy. It seems to be made out of cast iron. I mean, if anybody knows, let me know. Here's what it looks like. That piece is missing out of this side. I don't know what that could have been, guys, but if anybody has an idea, just leave it in the comments. Thanks, guys. Please like and subscribe, and have a blessed day in Jesus' name.